Good morning. I'm really excited for today. I shot some commercial shoots yesterday that I'm really excited for. I'm really looking forward to going and getting some coffee and reading my book really quick here and then moving on with the rest of it. Let's spin to that car. So I kind of want to talk about two things today. I want to talk about getting started as a filmmaker, and I want to talk about what Casey was saying in his How to Vlog Like Casey Neistat video. Iced mocha, my second favorite. I just walked into a couple of local businesses and was like, hey, I'm a photographer and videographer. I'm really interested in working with you, and do you mind if I do some video for you? And so that's my first step. I'm going to be doing my sister's wedding, and that'll be another step. One of the things that struck me about Neistat's film was how focused he was on you got to do your own thing in order to be successful. And while I agree with that in theory, I think in practice, the way that he's doing filmmaking, the way that he's vlogging, the way that he's making movies is really important for as many other people that want to be successful in the creative space. Building in that narrative and that almost 3-act structure, as well as getting all of your coverage, you do have to have all those elements. Your story, at the very least, is the differentiating element. One of the somewhat ironic things about all of these videos that are intended to be narratives, what I'm missing out on is a narrative, because despite my focus in my life being so much on effective storytelling and plot, I'm missing out on that same story in visual media. I got my degree in language, practically, in ancient philology, in the study of ancient Greek and Latin, and I took French and Italian and German and modern Greek and a whole bunch of languages, and I'm an effective speaker. What I'm not is an effective communicator because of my style of delivery. What I need to do for myself in my communication, but also in visual storytelling, with when people are telling the stories, is be concise, is be clear, and use those very indicative sentences in order to structure a larger narrative that then flows much better, because each of those thoughts tail end into the next ones much more effectively. What a lot of this seems to come down to on my end is just trying to do more and to be a more effective storyteller with visual media. But I want to do this together. I want to make a more practiced, more intentional effort to make better stories with visual media. But the only way that that's valuable and worth it is if I can get your engagement in that process. Between likes, comments, or subscribes, all of those make a huge difference for creators. I think it's a much bigger difference than you realize. And so I would really love it if you could help me with that. So I also want you to think about following this as a larger story arc, if you will, of me getting into becoming a more professional filmmaker and visual storyteller, because of the fact that I am executing against that. I'm doing what I know how to do to execute against that, to be able to do that in a longer term as a more viable option, as opposed to just doing it for fun and doing it for friends. So that's kind of where I want to leave this and say I'd love it if you'd come along with me, because I think there's a lot of really exciting things to come. Hello and welcome to Becoming a Visual Storyteller, Part 1.